Shahidov joins us from there. Ahmed is the head of the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Thank you for your time, Ahmed. What's your reaction to the recapture of Shusha?
Yes, thank you for having me in your program, and good evening. I greet you from Gakh region of Azerbaijan. So, today, 8 November 2020, will forever remain in the history of Azerbaijan. And Shusha, which was under occupation for 28.5 years, has been liberated, and Shusha is free now. And we have returned to Shusha already. We have won this historic victory on the battlefield. So 8 November 2020 will forever remain in the history of Azerbaijan, and this history will live forever. This is a day of our glorious victory, and we have won this victory on the battlefield, not at the negotiation table. And President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, has said many times that despite all the statements, there are military solutions to this conflict, the Armenia-Azerbaijan Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, and Azerbaijan is providing it on the battlefield today. So nearly 30 years of meaningless negotiations did not bring us any closer to the results, and our ancient historical lands has been under occupation for almost 30 years. And today we have won this victory on the battlefield. We have won this victory by giving our matters, and the liberation of our occupied lands will continue. So everything will depend on Armenia, because for the last 30 years Azerbaijan has been involved in meaningless and fruitless negotiations. But we again showed great patience and waited until the end. In 1993, 1994, 4 UN Security Council resolutions were adopted on Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, and these resolutions clearly state that the Armenian armed forces must withdraw from the occupied Azerbaijani lands, and the Azerbaijan IDPs must return to their homes. But these resolutions have not been implemented in the last 27 years, unfortunately, and it was not possible to resolve this conflict through diplomatic means. And Armenia, taking advantage of this, began to commit constant provocations on the front line and on the state border between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And the Republic of
you seem to be indicating that you feel as if Azerbaijan has been forced into this military action because of such a long time without any breakthrough in terms of the diplomacy. But could this, the recapture of Shusha, the liberation of this all-important city, actually be the moment that you think Azerbaijan and President Aliyev should speak to Armenia and the Prime Minister there and say, come on, now, let's talk, because this is not going your way, and it's only going to end with us winning the entire war if we continue?
Yes, the Republic of Azerbaijan, using its sovereign right established by international law to protect its state borders and civilians, retaliated and launched military operations. And now the Armenian side, which is in difficult situation on the battlefield, again calls for a ceasefire and appeals to the world community, to some countries. We should ask again a question: is there a basis for negotiations? Will Armenia respect international law and will respect the UN resolutions, or will Yerevan use this ceasefire to gain time, rearm and open fire on Azerbaijani village? Azerbaijan's preconditions for starting peace talks, negotiations have not changed. The Armenian government must officially recognize the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan, then withdraw all its troops from Nagorno-Karabakh and surrounding areas, and ensure that Azerbaijani IDPs return to their homes. Only then can peace talks be possible today. Otherwise, the war will continue, and Azerbaijan is determined to liberate its lands from Armenian occupation. And this is a sovereign right of Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan will fight to the end to ensure the security of its international recognized borders. But anyway, Azerbaijan is ready to start peace talks with Armenia, And what about the mediators countries? Last weeks Azerbaijan demands Turkey to be involved in peace talks because we no longer trust the OSCE Minsk Group co-chairs. As you know, France is already lost its neutrality as a mediator country. So I think Turkey, also Iran, Islamic Republic must be involved in peace talks. And after Armenia officially recognized the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan, which is the main principle of international law, and will withdraw its troops from occupied Azerbaijani lands, so Azerbaijan is ready to start these peace talks, and we can discuss all technical details of future peace and all together living and the future of Nagorno-Karabakh.
Ahmed, thank you so much indeed. Ahmad Shahidov from the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Back to Ankara now.